Welcome to Soulful Flow. I always love teaching Soulful Flow classes. I love to drop in, as I'm teaching, drop in little tidbits of tips on how to bring our practice off the mat and let it spill into our lives. So comparing on the mat with off the mat and how we live our lives, and just bringing those little soulful tips in. So we'll get started here on our mat. So standing at the top of your mat in mountain pose, so palms facing forward, those feet are about hips distance apart. Gentle bend in the knees, nice curve to the spine, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling, and shoulders relaxed and away from the ears. Take a moment here. I invite you, if it's in your practice, to close your eyes for a moment as we set our intention for today's practice. Bring ourselves into the present moment. Notice how our feet make contact with the ground. Notice how our bodies feel as we arrive here today. Are we starting to respond to the signal that we're starting our practice? Are we starting to settle in quicker? Just noticing those changes as we practice here together every day. Noticing how we feel in our body today. Taking a moment to honor those feelings. And so if there's areas that are tight or sore, just making a little promise to our body that we will listen to it today. And so we'll adjust and modify our practice when we need to. We'll take breaks if we need to. And we'll bring in that space of compassion for ourselves. And so now, in this moment of deep presence, let's take a moment to draw an intention forward for our practice today. Invite an intention in so we practice with purpose. And with that intention in mind, let's inhale to circle the arms up. Bring those hands into prayer on the exhale. Bringing your hands into the shape of a flower. If you need to open your eyes to have a peek here, just open up so we're in like a lotus flower with our hands. So the lower hands connect, the baby finger, thumb connect. Those fingers are nice and open. We're going to take a nice deep inhale here. Bring that intention to mind. And as we exhale, that breath comes into that flower. So that intention goes into the flower. And we're going to allow ourselves to release that intention to the universe. So on our next inhale, we'll slowly allow the open hands to reach slowly up towards the sky. And we'll allow that to release. The next exhale, we'll just release those hands down by our side. Inhale, we'll circle the arms to connect those hands overhead. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Inhale to rise halfway, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale to circle as we rise. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, circle, reach tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circling, reach and rise. Exhale, scooping all that love in. Bring it into your heart. Maybe we bring our hands to our heart center. Inhale, circle, reach those hands to tap each other overhead. Exhale, open up those arms so they're nice and wide and those palms face forward. Take a nice deep inhale, open up. Fill the belly with air. And exhale, come in and give yourself a nice big hug. Inhale, open up, gazing up. Exhale, press the upper back away, gazing down. Inhale, open up, gaze up. And exhale, release those hands back down to your sides. Inhale, reach tall, hands connect. Exhale, drop the left hand down so that left palm lands on the left outer thigh. The right hand reaches up and we stretch those fingers away from each other. Next, inhale, the left hand comes up, takes the place of the right, and then we exhale that right hand down all the way to the outside of the right thigh. Left hand reaches up, right fingertips point down. Next, inhale, we bring those hands back up to connect. Exhale, open them up, nice wide arms. Draw shoulder blades back again towards each other. And then on our next exhale, we'll hug ourselves with the opposite arm over top. Inhale, open up, gaze up. And exhale, gaze down, press that upper back away. Inhale, open up those arms. Exhale, fold and dive forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circling as we rise, scoop all the goodness, all the joy up. And as we exhale, bringing it into the heart, those hands land on the heart center. Inhale, opening up, wide arms again. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale to rise halfway. Exhale, fold, plant those hands, step the feet back and lower slow. Inhale to rise to cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here, come back to your breath and intention. Nice deep inhales, fill the belly. And exhales, allow the belly to empty. Next, inhale, we'll reach and stretch that right foot all the way back. And then exhale, step that right foot up between the hands, coming into a lunge. So that left heel drives back. That right knee is bent, the crown of the head points towards the front of the mat. Next, inhale, we'll step the left foot up to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circling the arms as we rise. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Inhale, open up the arms and bend the knees. Come into chair pose with arms nice and open. Inhale, circle the arms, connect overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, step that left foot back, warrior one. So the left foot's on a 45, the right knee is bent, palms are connected. Inhale, circling to let those palms face each other overhead. Take a couple of breaths here. See if you can bring your awareness to the outside of the right knee and see if you can draw it towards that right baby toe. Next, inhale, we'll connect those hands overhead. And then exhale, we'll open those arms nice and wide here. Inhale, reach hands overhead. Exhale, windmill those hands down. Step the right foot back, plank and lower slow. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward dog. Take a moment here, come back to breath, come back to our intention. I love downward dog because it's a pause, just like in our life. So if we are doing a flow, we come to this pause mid-flow and we regain our breath. We come back to our breath. We find this steadiness so that we can embark on the next journey in our flow, just like in life. Next, inhale, the left foot drives up and back. And exhale, the left foot comes through between the hands. And we come into a lunge pose. So the right heel drives back. The left knee is bent. The crown of the head reaches forward. Take a moment here. Notice how we're feeling in the body. Nice deep breaths where they're needed. Getting a nice stretch out of the front of the hip. Take a nice deep inhale here. Next exhale, right foot steps up to meet the left. Coming to a forward fold. Inhale, we rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circling as we rise. Hands connect. Exhale, open those arms up nice and wide. Bend the knees, come into chair pose. Inhale, circle and reach. Exhale, hands to prayer. Nice deep inhales and exhales here. Next, inhale, we're gonna step the right foot back, coming into warrior one. So the right foot's on a 45-degree angle, left foot points straight. And again, we're just gonna bring those hands into the heart. And then inhale, bring the arms up, palms face each other. Take a moment again, notice that left knee. See if you can draw it open and out towards that left baby toe. A nice deep inhale here, connect the hands. Exhale, open the arms nice and wide. Inhale, circle and reach. Exhale, plant those hands down. Lower in through a chaturanga, so dropping the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale to rise. Rising up to cobra or up dog. We'll shift those hips to the sky, coming into downward facing dog. Just adjust yourself here, come into your down dog, come back to your breath. Nice deep inhales and exhales. As we inhale, fill the belly nice and full, feel the expansion. As we exhale, release and settle in a little deeper. Next, inhale, let's walk those hands back towards the feet, coming into a forward fold here at the back of the mat. And then we'll just walk the feet out so they're just wider than the mat. And just settle in here for a moment into this forward fold. Just allow your body to dangle forward here. Take a nice deep inhale, rising up to the fingertips to a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Then walk the hands over to that left foot. Let the right hand grab that left ankle or shin. Inhale, reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. Nice rotation here. Open the shoulder, point the fingertips towards the ceiling. Nice deep inhale, stretch, and then exhale, slowly bringing that left hand down. We'll walk those hands over towards that right ankle. Left hand will grab the ankle or the shin, and right hand reaches up. As we gaze up to that right hand, we open up the right shoulder. Nice twist here. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, release the right hand down. Now walk those hands back to center and fold forward. Inhale to rise halfway. Exhale, fold and let it go. Just let everything fall forward. Next, inhale, we'll walk those hands all the way back to the top of the mat. Step those feet in, come back to our down dog. Take a moment, bend one knee at a time. Walk out that dog. Inhale, let's reach those hips tall. On the exhale, we can drop the knees down, coming into tabletop pose for just a moment. Then we'll walk the hands in towards the body, rise up. So we're standing on our knees, and you can always place a blanket beneath the knees or a towel to support if you don't like that pressure on the knees. We'll inhale, circle those arms up, hands will tap overhead. Exhale, bring those hands behind your back, either interlace the fingers or lean back, reaching for the ankles. If it's in your practice, you can grab those ankles. Just taking a moment here, nice deep breaths, filling the belly, feeling it expand, feeling that stretch through the front body. Next inhale, we'll reach those arms up overhead, and on the exhale, we'll come down into tabletop pose, just for a pause. And we'll walk our way up to the top of our mat, cross those legs over each other, and have a seat here. We're gonna bring the soles of the feet here down and prepare to come into boat pose. So we have options here. You can bring those arms out forward and lean back until you start to feel that your abdominal muscles are engaging, and just get to a comfortable position where you start to feel a bit of work happening there. If you want to take it a step further, you can lift those feet off the mat and come into boat pose, just holding here, feeling that shake, that strength building. And we're just going to take it a little further core work if you're feeling it. We're going to take an inhale, open up and stretch, and exhale, draw it in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, draw it all in, hug yourself in. Inhale, open up, so keeping those feet off the mat if you can. Exhale, draw it in, and then releasing those feet down to the mat. We're gonna stretch those feet out forward. Inhale to reach tall, and then exhale, fold forward, just letting the upper body, the heart to melt forward. Just let those hands fall wherever they land, and just let the heart melt. Notice as we inhale the breath in the back body, nice deep stretch there as we fold forward. With our inhales, we create space. With our exhales, we can fold and sink a little deeper. On the inhale, we're going to walk those hands back in. We're going to bend those knees. Next inhale, we reach up and forward, and exhale, slowly lowering down until we make our way all the way back to lying on our back. Draw the knees into the chest. Roll from side to side. Inhale, reach those feet towards the ceiling. Maybe we point those toes for a minute and rotate the ankles. Feels so good to have the feet up. Give them a little break. Feel free at this point in the practice if you like to. Some people like to come up into a full inversion, into candlestick. But only do that if you have experience. Take a moment here, just let the blood flow back to the heart. Maybe we wiggle the toes a little bit, encourage that movement. Anytime you can, especially after a long day, get those feet up above the heart. We can, sometimes when I'm sitting or spending some time with the family in the evening, sometimes I'll just go and sit like this, lay like this against a wall and just put my legs up the wall. Gets that circulation back to the heart. And now we will drop the left leg slowly down, lower it down to the mat. Draw the right knee in, hug that right knee into the heart. Using the left hand, we'll pull that right knee across the body so it lands over on or near the floor, and the right arm stretches out to a wide T or cactus, and we gaze over to the right hand. So we're coming into a nice spinal twist. It's a great way to slow down and end our practice is to twist out all the micro muscles in the spine, get a nice rotation, in the spine and send breath and oxygen to the spinal cord. Twisting out organs. It's a great movement here. Next, inhale, draw the knees into the heart. Just the right knee back to the heart. Hug it in. Slowly bring that left knee in. Reach both feet up towards the sky for a moment. Slowly lower that right leg down to the mat. And hug the left knee in. So giving that knee a nice hug. We'll use the right hand to draw the left knee across the body towards the floor. Left hand comes out to a wide T or a cactus, and we gaze over to that left hand. And the goal here is to try to get that left shoulder to drop towards the floor. Lots happening here when we come into a spinal twist. Let's start to slow things down here. Let our bodies know that we're slowing down. Next inhale, we'll draw the left knee back into the heart. Give it a little hug again. Draw the right knee slowly back in. Take a moment. Rock from side to side. Massage out that back. Inhale, we're going to hug ourselves nice and tight. And then exhale, slowly let it all come out to Shavasana. So release those feet to the outer edges of the mat. Let those hands fall. Just let the whole body sink in here. Just let it all go. Let the breath go. So now the breath will return to its natural state, no longer controlling that breath. And we'll let the body sink in here. Just maybe we mentally scan the body and notice any areas where we might be holding tension. And we just gently nudge those areas to let go and relax. And we settle in here into this beautiful space that we've created for ourselves, a safe space to let go and release. We let everything soften. And I want you to take all the time you need today. If you're feeling comfortable here, to just stay as long as you can. Take this time for you. From my light to yours. Namaste.